With the help of the Almighty, I pray to the Almighty to bestow upon me His truth, His wisdom, that I may convey His message, and so, inshallah, sanctify His name. Amen. I have a message from my Jewish brothers and sisters from the streets of Al-Quds, from occupied Palestine, and from around the world. We are hurting and crying at the great loss, at the martyrdom of Sheikh Nasrallah and of all the other tens and tens of thousands, most probably it's over 100,000, the people in Palestine and the people in Lebanon, the ones who were attacked in Yemen, in Iran, the ones who were attacked in Syria. This is not Judaism. It is not my religion. It is not our religion. And it is not the voice and not the will of the Jews around the world who are true to our religion. We have, not only from the 76 years of the existence of the Zionist state of Israel, but for well over 100 years, almost 150 years, since the movement of Zionism, the rabbis around the world and the Jewish communities who are true to the religion have always been opposing and standing up and screaming and demonstrating against this shaitan, the Zionism. Judaism is subservience to God. It's our religion of 3,000 years where we live together for all these hundreds and hundreds of years. In every Muslim country, we lived in peace. We lived in Lebanon, and President Yasser Arafat sent his soldiers to protect the synagogues. We've sent, as Jews, we've been constantly in communication with the people of Gaza, the people of Lebanon. We personally had a representative with President Yasser Arafat, a Jewish rabbi in the PLO, and the Zionists poured acid in his face and blinded him in one eye. We were in Gaza, and Ismail Haniyeh, he embraced us and said, we're not against Jews. We had the great privilege of constantly sending messages and receiving messages from Sheikh Nasrallah, where he clearly stated that he's not against Judaism or Jews. They simply want a freedom from the shaitan, freedom from occupation, freedom that he took and stood in the forefront for the people of Palestine, even though he was in Lebanon. Not that long ago, we met with Naim Qassam, where he embraced us also, and we sent a present to Sheikh Nasrallah, and he again always sent back the message that we have no conflict. The Jewish people around the world have been demonstrating in the streets of Jerusalem. We've been brutally attacked. Children, old rabbis, beaten, assassinated by the Israeli shaitan, their army, their soldiers, their police. This is something that is ongoing for 76 years. So we are not only feeling your suffering, we are attempting to speak up as much as we can. Here you see where they're trampling the Jewish people who are demonstrating. This is what's ongoing, and the world is silent. In the tens of thousands, we've been demonstrating in the streets of Jerusalem and Al-Quds, and even in the hundreds of thousands, in front of the White House when Netanyahu comes to visit. And we've been crying and hurting with you. We want you to know that we are so pained at your great loss. We are so pained at the loss of over 100,000 people, most probably. We cannot describe it. We cannot put it in words. But we are being we are being beaten ruthlessly by the Zionists, killed, attacked. Because we will not accept the existence of the state of Israel, the false Judaism, they use the Star of David, the name Israel, while Judaism is 3,000 years to be subservient to God and not to kill or steal, and we are forbidden to have even 1 centimeter of this state of Israel. It's forbidden for Jews since the destruction of the temple. We will never accept it. We will always stand up. We will always cry and hurt with you. We will always be in demonstrations together with the people of Palestine and Lebanon and Yemen and Syria. We will continually speak up and tell the world that, as always, we are friends. And even though we have a different religion, we don't have a conflict. And that it's not unacceptable what they're doing. It is a genocide. It is criminal. And the Almighty, with his compassion, certainly, just like he brought the end of the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, and USSR that did not permit religion. And now, of course, in Russia, they permit religion. And just like apartheid, all these ones that were against God, that were evil, was stopped. The Almighty, with his compassion, will certainly bring an end. And he will bring consolation to your family. And the work of your great father, of your great head of the family, Sheikh Nasrallah, he certainly will be shining, and it will not be forgotten. And the Almighty will reward him for what he's done to save so many people, to protect so many people. Amongst them, there's so many Jews who are being oppressed in Palestine. We have been always, as I say, sending messages and thanking Sheikh Nasrallah and the other leaders and the other people of Lebanon and Palestine for the selfless attempts to save the people from Zionism. God will help. We cannot bring the condolences. We can offer condolences and pray to the Almighty, but the Almighty is almighty and compassionate. He definitely will bring this consolation with the total end of the Zionist state of Israel. God should help with his compassion that he should make it speedily and peacefully. God should help that in your family you should only see happiness, prosperity, tranquility, and everything good from the Almighty, together with the people of Lebanon, Palestine, and the Jewish people who are being oppressed by the Zionists. God should help with his compassion, and that he's almighty to make the occupation end immediately, and we'll be able to live together in peace. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.